Bismillah, Alhamdulillah, wassalatu wassalamu ala Rasulillah. Your Excellency, Mr. Narendra Modi, the Prime Minister of the Republic of India, Your Excellency, the Chairperson of the African Union, President Robert Mugabe, Your Excellency, Chairperson of the African Commission, Dr. Nkosazana Dlamini Zuma, Your Majesties, Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, I'm delighted and honored to participate in this distinguished third summit between India and Africa. It's a privilege and honor to be at this historical meeting between two ancient partners, which between them have the fastest growing economies in the world. Our two sides relationships are built on a deep heritage and culture of mutual respect, partnership and cooperation to seek a future of unlimited possibilities. With the growing population and growing economies, India and Africa have no time and no excuse not to work ambitiously towards creating solid partnership and cooperation opportunities based on mutual respect and common goals of prosperity and peace. We've been actively developing our people and fostering opportunities that will allow us to forge a new place in history, not of colonized nations or fragile states, but as democratic nation states, deliberate about engaging the world, seizing opportunities for our people, our ideas, and energetically claiming our future. We must look to ourselves and each other and get on with giving our people the future they deserve. We share common concerns of ensuring our youth the jobs and the meaningful work opportunities that will keep them gainfully employed and positively contributing to the society. We share the common concern of feeding our population sustainably without creating undue burden on our environment. We share the common concern of needing a rapidly developing infrastructure and manufacturing whilst contributing to the health of our planet. We share the common concern of ensuring free markets and mutually beneficial trade based on sound and healthy domestic economies. Africa has much to learn from India. India has been able to lift millions of people out of poverty through industriousness and innovation. India creates products and services that are in demand from the rest of the world. Africa must learn from this experience. Africa must move beyond the dependency on development aid. We must stop taking and start creating and giving, of course. As a continent, we must improve productivity, harness our creativity, use our location and demand innovation in the service of prosperity. Today, India is using its progress to help reduce poverty in many parts of the world, including Africa. We all acknowledge that India has invested unprecedented resources in Africa. This has had a positive impact on Africa's sustainable development growth. This has not just been achieved through the provision of aid and development funding, as valuable as this is, but also through what might even be more valuable to Africa in the long term, the extending of educational opportunities to African students to study in India. This gift of knowledge will be what provides a solid foundation for Africa's growth in the future. A living example of India's educational contribution to Africa is myself, standing here in front of you as a graduate of an Indian university 27 years ago, not as an ordinary student, but a civil servant that was providing public service to its people. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, today, India is more important and relevant than ever before as a provider of technical know-how and expertise to Africa, generating goodwill and substantive opportunities for cooperation through capacity building and investment in growing knowledge and resources in Africa. This has been proven today by the announcement of His Excellency Prime Minister Modi. India has set a bright example to us, all of what can be achieved when a population led by a competent and consistent government set its mind to change. But we must acknowledge that it will not be without its challenges. Partnership, collaboration, and pursuing mutual interests for the benefit of all must be at the heart of working together. This year, the United Nations and its member states laid out a development agenda for the next 15 years, the Sustainable Development Goals. These goals will never be achieved if nations and continents work in silos. In a globalized world, symbiotic relationships will be essential. If we acknowledge that Africa has much to learn from India, then we must also acknowledge that Africa has much to offer in return. As a continent, we offer unprecedented opportunities for investment, from infrastructure to agriculture, to service industries, to financial markets, to trade and commodities. Our long and strong history of involvement and engagement must set the tone for our future collaboration. Somalia is ready for this. Somalia's trade with India is once again on the rise, and our government will work in partnership with the within India-Africa framework to further enhance this. Somalia has a vibrant private sector which has always been the bedrock of our economic activities. Whilst our state may have infamously failed in the past, leading to difficult times, our country and our people never failed. Somali entrepreneurs are flourishing, and our export markets are steadily growing in livestock, in agriculture, and fisheries. Our service sector side, particularly in relation to money transfers and telecommunications, is also growing fast speed. Somalia's investment opportunity is unprecedented. The country is opening up to external private investment. With the longest coastline in Africa, a growing young population, a geographic position as the bridge between Africa and Arabia, and a huge potential resources of oil, gas, and other minerals, we are entering an opportunity renaissance era. Over the last 3 years, my government, with the support of the African Union Mission of Somalia, AMISOM, succeeded in liberating almost all of Somalia from violent extremism. We will offer no safe haven to any brand of terrorism in the future. There has also been no acts of piracy off the coast of Somalia for over 2 years, thanks to our international partners, including India. We stand for peace and stability in Africa and the wider world by creating a conducive environment where investment meets with opportunities. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, let me conclude by thanking and congratulating Prime Minister Modi and the government of India for their generous hospitality and their commitment to Africa. I wish this August summit very success. Mr. Prime Minister, I'm passionate about the future, about the prosperous future of Somalia. And Somalia is committed to walk into this prosperous future with good friends like India, our side. I thank you.